Welcome back, everyone. We are here once again, getting set to go in our final matchup of the night, North Texas versus Washington State. The Cougars versus the Mean Green in this Week 2 non-conference matchup. This will be a fun one to see. Both these two teams, tournament teams last season, and they both dropped round one. It was tough to see both these teams dropped round one, of course. I mean, Washington State, they had a very tough opponent. And Idaho State, they got 4-1. And then North Texas, they were, I believe, the 15 seed going against Florida. And the Gators are always such a threatening team. And it went all the way to Game 7 in that matchup. North Texas showed that they can hang with the best of them, and now we're looking to see if they can do that again this season. They placed in the top 25 poll. I believe they got number 23 in the preseason top 25 poll. We'll see if they move up or move down later tonight during the podcast. But that being said, I'm excited to see how this one plays out. I mean, North Texas, they are looking very, very strong this season. They're looking to do a lot of damage. They're 2-0 to start off their non-con. 3-0 DePaul and 3-1 South Carolina, one of the best teams in the SEC right now. So that's a huge win. Wazoo are actually also 2-0 to start off non-con. They got a 3-1 victory over North Dakota State and a 3-2 victory over Cal. So those are some pretty good wins for Washington State as well, but haven't quite faced anyone like North Texas to start off here in Season 5. So it's going to be a real test for the Cougars. North Texas, this being, again, one of the better opponents they've faced. I would say that South Carolina is a little bit better than the Cougars, but we'll have to see. North Texas, I think they should be able to get the win if I had to make that prediction, but I want to see some good resilience out of Washington State. I want to see what they're going to be able to do. They've always kind of tried clawing their way up, but they've had a tough time, and they've gone against some really tough teams over in the West, and one of them being always San Diego State. They've kind of struggled with were able to be threatening last season, but we'll have to see if they can do it again this season. That being said, we are getting both these teams into the lobby ASAP. Info is out. We'll get them on the field very, very soon, but this is going to be a fun one. We just saw the Game 5 matchup between Rutgers and Quinnipiac. That was another close series to start off the night. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see App State versus NC State. Again, I apologize to everyone who came to the stream at 8 p.m. Eastern, as that one was postponed at very last minute, so we didn't really get to do damage control on that one. So we started at 9 with that Rutgers Quinnipiac match, now ending here with this matchup for UNT, and I'm excited to see how this one plays out. Pajama Llama, Parky, and of course Electro Wave, who I'm very excited to see on the field for the Mean Green. They're looking to put up a third win. They want to start 3-0, and it would be a pretty nice way to open up their season if they're able to get that victory. I mean, Washington State, on the other hand, it'll be interesting to see how they do as well. They do play again tonight at 11 Eastern. They take on Oregon. I think they should be able to get the win there. So right now, they could possibly go undefeated through non-con, but the Mean Green obviously standing in their way. Gonna make it a little bit harder. I would expect them to more so go 3-1, maybe a loss here, then go on later tonight, get the win over UO. But North Texas, on the other hand, I mean, they have this matchup, and then I believe their other matchup is versus Texas State. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not Parky? What? Who's named Parky? Who's in the, look at this. Who's in the lobby named Parky? Is that Sai? Oh. Wait, wait. Oh my goodness. I'm just, I'm so okay. I understand. It says 5 people are in the lobby. I only see 4 names. I don't understand. But I got it. Yeah, Psy, Pajama Llama, Electrowave. Got it. I just said Parky's name because it was what I read off the screen. I apologize. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this one plays out. Again, North Texas very much think they could go undefeated through non-con. I would expect them to. I could see them getting the win here. I think they should be able to take down Texas State. Washington State, on the other hand, they got a big match ahead of them. Should be able to take down the Ducks later tonight. But these are 2 really solid teams going toe-to-toe. And it'll be fun to see how this one kind of shakes out. I know there's a lot of North Texas fans in chat. And now we have Washington State joining in. So we're not going to wait any longer. We're going to make sure everyone is ready to go. Once we get the go-ahead from both sides, we're just going to hop in without any further wait. Beautiful. We got both. So we're just going to get started without further wait. North Texas, Washington State Esports head-to-head in non-conference. One of these teams will drop their first matchup of the season, and one will go 3-0 through their start in non-con. Again, North Texas, I think, are easily the favorites in this one, but the Cougars have a lot to prove. So I'm excited to see what they're able to bring in this one. They're going against a tough opponent. They have to know it as well. So what they choose to do, how they choose to answer will be really telling, but it's going to be UNT in the first 25 seconds getting things started. Psy just quickly lands in front of the net. Pajama Llama put it right onto his hood, and a backflip will put it away for the mean green. Wazoo already down by 1 inside the first 30. We'll see how they can answer. Wimples might have a look. No. Pajama Llama escapes clean off the corner. Fits 1 touch. No more as Psy sweeps it away to the far side. Maybe another look here for Psy Venom. Gets it out to Fitz. Washington State looking for a quick turnaround. Wimpulse, corner, double. Gets it past 2. Pajama Llama can't find a touch. Psy gives it back to him. The counter from UNT. Pajama Llama backboard. Electrowave is there. Gets faked out by Wimpulse. Psy follow up on target. Electrowave. No bump in time. As the Cougars getting a moment to breathe, but that being just it, a moment, as it's UNT right back on the offensive side. Venom needs a save, finds it. The mean green trying to add on his second immediately. Washington State have not been able to get any real traction in the first minute and a half. As I say that, Wimpulse had a look there, couldn't quite take advantage. Psy goes middle to Electrowave. Shot is wide, Fits there to cover. Finds a good 50 for Wazoo. Pajama Llama gets past another. Fits looking for the counter attack. Doesn't have much to go on, and we'll just get 1 soft touch out as North Texas again storming back the other way. Electrowave, a flick, a little bump. It'll still fall to Venom and Fitz. Psy pass 2. Looking middle for Pajama Llama. Venom still able to sweep this one away. Washington State just cannot escape their side with a ton of possession, much less putting a solid shot together as of right now. Fitz backboard, no double as Psy again just clean booms back to the far side, buying more space for UNT. Electrowave boost pickup, got 50'd well, but again, Venom will trade his life for a 50. John Llama pass 1. Wimpulse, a good challenge, not gonna have any more. And North Texas, they got the early lead, scored in that first 25 seconds, and now all they need to do is just hold on to that lead. Fitz, flip, reset, great delay, double no good, doesn't matter. Wimpulse there for the cleanup crew. And a beautiful pass from Fitz, got that reset, delayed it for so long, doubled off the upper 90, and allowed Wimpulse to sweep it up on the goal line 1-1 here in game 1. Seeing a Great battle from the Cougars. Wimpulse flick is no good. Pajama Llama keeps the follow-up away from Fitz. Electro Wave and Psy moving downfield together. Electro Wave into the corner, trying to put it middle. Will just be boomed away by Venom. Wimpulse gets the mid boost. Fitz might have a shot. No, he backs off. Didn't want to overextend. Psy was lurking, and he'll find the clear as Wimpulse right back upfield for the Cougs. Fitz double out to Venom. I don't believe that was the touch he wanted, but it was a beauty at that. Going back middle, Venom sealing. Wimpulse there. Pajama Llama save. Fitz follow-up. Is it good? No, he puts it high. And UNT able to escape without conceding. Now looking for a counter Electro Wave. Tries to lift it up. Venom, a great read. No double. Fitz trying to snap on this one. Ends up just putting it wide again. Washington State, they've had some solid chances. They did, of course, get that one. I think they could have two by now, but they've had some tough luck putting some of these tougher shots away. Pajama Llama one. Electro Wave there for a second. Floats it up. Psy, tough read on it. Gets one on a block. No more than that. Final minute of regulation here in game number one. Pajama Llama goes middle. Electro Wave shot on target. Dealt with by Wimpulse. Psy goes middle as well. UNT starting to circle here. The Cougars are in trouble. Pajama Llama corner. Electro Wave back down to him. No, didn't want to make the touch happen. The clear sent out by Wimpulse, but it's only for a second. Pajama Llama back through the corner. Fitz finds a block, but gives it right back out to Psy. Gets past two, looking for a bump. Late shot still saved by Wimpulse. Flick is made by Fitz to buy a little bit of time for Wazoo. Another shot on target saved by Venom. Washington State just trying to hold to try and take it into overtime, but they can't do it. North Texas break through. With 15 left to go, Fitz, that was a critical miss, allowed Psy to leak forward for that demo, and then a big top shelf shot from Pajama Llama. And North Texas take the lead with 15 seconds left to go. Washington State need an answer. Venom, that's a good 50. Fitz is there. Open net. No, he can't put it on target. Fall from Wimpulse is blocked by the Mean Green. And Washington State had one final look. They couldn't take advantage. Wimpulse trying to keep this one alive. Gets a nice bounce. Venom a flick, keeping it alive for a moment, but it falls into the heap of green. And North Texas take game one. A bit more of a battle than I anticipated here. I will say, UNT do have a nice ping advantage. I will say, all three players on a beautiful 8 ping. Washington State, unfortunately, 64, 96, and 96. That being a little bit tougher, but regardless, it wasn't an incredibly close game number one. North Texas still looked very, very comfortable. But Washington State showed a great bit of resilience in that one. Again, I was expecting North Texas to be the heavier favorites, but Washington State, they kept close, only being a one-goal game and having a couple looks that if they were able to really take advantage of, could have tied it up, maybe could have seen overtime. We saw a big miss with 15 seconds left to allow that goal to come through from Pajama Llama. Maybe if that happens, it could have been a completely different result, but regardless, North Texas will get the first game. They got some momentum going. Side ground double off the crossbar and out. Boomed away by Wazoo. We'll see if UNT can turn on the Jets a little bit more in this second game. Venom down to Wimpulse. Shot is off. Psy collecting. Slowed down for a moment by Wimpulse. Fitz was looking for Venom, but only finds the Mean Green. As UNT go back on offense, Venom, good clear far side. Falls to Pajama Llama. Low boost, just playing that 50. Already seeing UNT just trying to play around one defender at a time. Wimpulse, nice pre-flip block. Psy off ceiling. Going right back into that corner. Venom can't get past Pajama Llama. We're seeing North Texas, similarly to game number one, immediately taking control of the pace. Getting a lot of offense going. Psy, another nice block. Pajama Llama Off backboard. Electro Wave was there. Couldn't set it on target. Venom getting bumped in that corner. Boots Fitz has nothing to work with. Now another nice block from Venom on Electro Wave. The Cougars doing well, keeping in line with North Texas to start this game. Minute and a half. It has just been all UNT, but Washington State still had some good saves. Another midfield pass just off the mark. Pajama Llama pass one, pass two. Is it on target? Yes, it is. Pajama Llama just decides to do it all by himself. A good 50, a quick beat off the corner, and then Fitz outsped on the midfield line, and Pajama Llama makes it 1-0 North Texas. Wazoo again need to answer. At least getting some looks would be the best way to try and get some momentum going here in this second game, as UNT have looked unbreakable at this point. Electro Wave, a good 50. Pajama Llama just playing it close again. Wimpulse, no contact made. Battle of low boost towards that sidewall, falls to Fitz, going right back forward. Sai, no worries here. Late flip out, it falls to Wimpulse. Shot saved by Electro Wave. And you can just see how cool, calm, and collected North Texas look on defense. Not seeming to feel very threatened by the Cougars thus far. Maybe until WSU are able to put one away. Fitz drops it down. Sai, a massive clear out from the squishy save. Venom backflips it straight to Sai, chips it high. Pajama Llama there, backboard. No one home. Fitz, can he put it away? Electro Wave should be able to get back. That he does. The follow-up block from Fitz just off the post. 2 minutes and change left to go in game number 2. Pajama Llama, does he have the double on lock? Yes, he does, but Wimpulse answers back with a great save. Sai, pass 2, Fitz in trouble. He's bumped, and Pajama Llama there. Sai serves it up on a silver platter, and Pajama Llama finds his second of the game. Took it high, pass 2, bumped out the third, who is in a tough spot. And Pajama Llama, of course, there to clean it up for the Mean Green. Wimpulse trying to answer back again. It's a 2v1. Wimpulse and Venom. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication as they gave a little bit too much empty room. Back in the corner, it's straight at Pajama Llama. Not feeling two-phased. Fitz, good first touch, a little bit awkward. And Sai takes it right off him. Does he have a late reset past Wimpulse? No, not quite. Pajama Llama backboard double, no good. Venom breaks free for a moment, but it's right back in the hands of Electro Wave. Goes middle for Sai. He gets faked out as Fitz is bumped. And the defense from Washington State just looks so uneasy at this point, as it almost looks like UNT are toying with him. Wimpulse, great challenge one here. Electro Wave, the clear out. Sai lurking. We'll just leave it for Electro Wave. Now Sai, late flip. Electro Wave just taking that lead block position. Demo comes through for Fitz. But Sai immediately backboard. Electro Wave on it, tried to drop it down. Couldn't get there. Pajama Llama wants the Hattie. No, it's saved by Fitz. Again, Washington State not going down without a fight. But their offense hasn't had hardly any chances this game. And when they have, North Texas, they don't look all too phased. Fitz finds his way out to the midfield. Wimpulse booms it up. Venom is there. But with time ticking down rapidly here in game number 2, it looks like that will just mark the end. Sai to Electro Wave, another big clear coming through. And North Texas will secure game number 2. And again, looking very confident. Pajama Llama still being that striker so far, having 7 shots, over double the amount of Washington State as a team. And UNT, I mean, they're just in complete and full control. The Cougars seem to have no momentum going forward on the offensive side. Only 3 shots there compared to the 12 from North Texas, and 4 times as many shots is just a statistic that should not happen. In Washington State Esports, they know it, but I don't know if there's a way that they're going to be able to keep up with the Mean Green at this point. Again, it does look like they are taking the full minute between games to try and strategize and see what they can do better. But at this point, they're going to have to reverse sweep one of the best teams in CCS. And it's not going to be any small feat. It's going to be a very, very tall hill to climb. That being said, Wazoo, we'll see what they're able to bring to the table in game number 3. As we will get right into it, North Texas looking for that 3-0 sweep to keep going 3-0 through non-con, and Washington State trying to prevent their first loss of Season 5. But they have a lot of work to do if they want to try and achieve it. Sai lifts it up. Another block comes through. I want to see the Cougars try and speed it up, as they're going to have to try and find some way to equalize versus North Texas, whether that's getting them more physical, being a little bit quicker to the ball, or just trying to find something to lift themselves past this team, because as of right now, is very, very tough look here for the Cougars. Pajama Llama has been lethal on the offensive side. Venom, 1 touchdown, Electrowave back into the corner. Wimples there again, are seeing this leading minute being led by Wazoo. Sai did pick up a nice save there. Venom, 1 touch. Wimples fires Pajama Llama. Dealing well with that save. Sai coming in for support. 50 far side, falls to Electrowave sidewall. No double. Wimples just rips it all the way back to the opposite end. A miss from Fitz. Wimples will slow down the clear. Drops middle. Sai. Late block. Electrowave fires wide. Wimples clears it forward again. Pajama Llama doubles it backwards. It falls to Venom in a 1v1, but couldn't quite get control of that dribble, and Sai will find a nice save. Venom, backfield demo. Pajama Llama last back. Another easy save for him. Fitz looking for Venom. Electrowave on it again. Washington State, there's just nothing they can do to keep moving forward. Fitz going out towards the sidewall. Venom in a tough spot. Sai will just take it himself. Almost had an angle on that shot, and Wimples would have been caught flat-footed. Electrowave goes middle. Wimples there to meet him. First 2 minutes of this game gone. And North Texas, again, just in a very, very confident spot. Washington State haven't been able to answer. Sai, big flick forward. Fitz will send it away. It's a good block pass, Pajama Llama, but it just falls safely to Electrowave. Wimples dives in. And North Texas seem to be going through the motions in this one again. I don't think they're feeling too threatened at this point, especially being up 2-0 in the series. Pajama Llama goes far corner. Fitz is there. Electrowave finds the challenge. Wimples will clear it away for a moment. Pajama Llama crossbar hit. Sai follow-up. It will go wide. Venom couldn't pick up that corner. Back overhead. 2 go for Washington State. Pajama Llama looking back for Sai. Puts it towards his own net. Can Venom get there first? Yes, he can. Washington State will take a lead here in game number 3. Pajama Llama, I don't think that's quite what he had in mind. And it'll give the Cougars their first lead of the night. Less than 2 minutes to go again. North Texas, they do give the lead to Wazoo, but I don't think they're going to be feeling the pressure quite yet. As maybe when more time ticks down, if Washington State, their defense is able to again keep in line with UNT, they might start feeling it, but at this point, I think the Mean Green are going to stay Very confident, very cool, calm, and collected. Electrowave looking for a double. Venom able to shut it down. Sai up to it. Off the crossbar. Venom another nice clear, this time over Pajama Llama. Fitz trying to go middle a little bit too late as Electrowave on it again for UNT. Middle pass to Sai. Fitz, goal line save. Pajama Llama looking middle for someone. Sai blocked by Venom. Electrowave first touch. Sai is there with them. Both put it off the backboard as Wimpulse launches it forward for the Cougars. Wimpulse pumping Pajama Llama off. Fitz flying up. Sai will knock down the save. Final 45 seconds. Washington State still hanging on to this lead. Wimpulse doubles off the corner. Gives it out to Venom. And the Cougars are up by 2. Sai and Pajama Llama just hand in hand into the corner, and Wimpulse doubles it around. Bolt turns it around and gives it straight to Venom middle. So Wazoo will extend their lead with 37 seconds left. Dangerous kickoff look. Pajama Llama gets the bump, and Sai can't get out of the way. The clear is made downfield. Sai will let it roll into the corner, but North Texas, an open look there off the kickoff that they couldn't quite capitalize on. Venom, pass 2, just looking to play keep away. Trades his life for the open net, and Fitz rolls in the third. Venom got through all 3 and left it a wide open net. Fitz will make it 3-0 in game number 3. So Washington State looks like they will get at least 1 game off of the mean green. And North Texas going to be looking to shut this one down in 4 now. Again, I think we just saw the confidence level sitting very high, and they allowed 1 goal and then a second slip through, and then suddenly Washington State were able to turn it around. I'm expecting North Texas to still be feeling very confident. I'm expecting them to go right back into game number 4 with a solid feeling. But Washington State do prove that they can take a game, and that they do 3-0 at that. Defense played well. Ultimately, North Texas made a couple offensive mistakes, and again, I think they were just kind of going through the motions a little bit, as we saw 9 shots, only 5 were saved. So 4 of their 9 shots, almost half of them, were just off target. And I think that really being one of the biggest stories of that game. But that being said, looks like we are going to take the full minute. It's North Texas this time taking the full minute between games, as Washington State will see what they can do in this next game to try and keep their hopes alive in this series. But North Texas, I think they're going to be looking to drop the hammer down and end this in 4. That being said, it is up to them as we get underway. Game 4, Washington State, North Texas, officially underway. Sai now in the octane for UNT. Pajama Llama going high, gets past 2. Wimpulse, an awkward touch off the backboard, and Electrowave taps it in with ease. North Texas take a lead in 15 seconds. Venom not enough boost to read that pre-jump, and Wimpulse just couldn't quite reach a good clear, and an easy opener for the Mean Green in game 4. Wazoo, again, just need to keep the momentum up. Cannot let UNT get too much going forward. Sai, turnaround shot is good, and Electrowave gonna get credited for it, as Venom, his clear, blocked by Electrowave, and Sai lurking far side. Wimpulse got a piece of it, but Electrowave backflipped it in. 25 seconds, and North Texas are up 2. And it looks like they might be making a statement here in game number 4. That game 3 will not happen again, as Washington State already in a very, very tough position. Going down 2-0 within the first 30 seconds is not where you want to be in. It looks like North Texas are not letting off that gas pedal Pajama Llama, big 50. Wimple's going to get beat. Sai is there. Venom, backwards touch towards Fitz in the corner. Gets a nice pinch out. Venom is there, but misses. Pajama Llama, sky high, has support from Sai. Finds a midair bump as well on Fitz. The clear is made by Venom. He'll get a soft look on target. Electro Wave. Again, not feeling much threat. Flicks it up to Pajama Llama. Back wall, double, no good. Wimples, a nice takeaway. Could be a counter look for the Cougars. Fitz will just knock it forward, and Sai right back on. Another good 50 from Fitz. Falls middle. Pajama Llama booms it out. Electro Wave there first as he finds that redirect into the corner. Cougars pass middle. Fitz puts it high. Pajama Llama ready to deal once more. And you can see that you just feel that North Texas are playing much tighter in this game. They're not allowing some of those easier mistakes to fall through. They know that they want to get this series win. And they know that every series is going to be watched for. You know, going into champs, you assume that a team like North Texas probably going to make it to the championship tournament later on in Season 5. And every series can cost a seeding. One game can mean the difference. So North Texas looks like they do want to try and end this one solidly in 4. Nice bump by Fitz. Wimples out to Venom. Hard touch into the back wall. Sai will again just reclaim that possession nice and easy. Goes out to the sidewall. Playing it around. Washington State players time and time again. Venom, big clear. Wimples upfield. Not a lot of boost. He thought it was going to hit ceiling as it's knocked away by Pajama Llama. Fitz puts it middle to a wide open Electro Wave. Venom respawns and makes a great pre-flip save, but all for naught. No, Electro Wave misses the follow-up as well. And somehow the Cougars escape without conceding. Electro Wave took a little bit too much time on that initial shot, and then he missed the following open look. That being said, UNT still in a comfortable spot, being up 2-0. Minute 40 left to go. Time is not on the side of the Cougars at this point. Venom finds a nice demo there. Fitz flew in. Pajama Llama, one flick out. Venom gets it back out to the midfield line. Gets past Electro Wave. Sai is there. A chip over one. Sai, a wide open net. But it hits the crossbar. No double. Pajama Llama was awkward, but the bump comes through on the goal line from Sai. And Pajama Llama finds the third for UNT. Pajama Llama soft shot. Venom was there, but got bumped from Sai rotating out of the net. And that'll make it 3-0 North Texas with a minute 19 left to go. Washington State, again, looking similar to the first couple games. Their offense not really able to find their footing whatsoever. Venom might have a look here. Sai, easy backflip save, Fitz up to the ceiling. Wimpulse lurking, looking for a big challenge, but immediately sent over his head by Sai. As we are officially in that final minute of regulation here, it does look like this will just be the end of this series for the Cougars. But I mean, I think getting a game, even if it was given to them slightly by UNT, getting a game is still nice to have if you're a Washington State fan. Obviously, this North Texas roster has proved to be a solid threat. Washington State got one, but it looks like that is all that they're going to get at this point, as it does indeed look to just be a quick game for victory for UNT. And again, feeling confident we will see Wimpulse get one at the very end. I mean, a nice touch into the corner. Electro Wave had no boost, couldn't quite reach it, so we will see Washington State put up one. Unfortunately, it is not enough for what they need at this point. And that being said, that will indeed mark the end of this one. North Texas, they are going to take it 3-1. 3-1 score in Game 4, 3-1 series score And that will be it. North Texas will move on to 3-0 in non-con. And Washington State Esports will face their first loss of the season thus far. But a good series at that once again. North Texas, they're going to go on to play Texas State for their final match of non-con. And I would expect them to go 4-0. I think they can take down Texas State no problem. So I would expect North Texas to go 4-0 through the non-conference slate. And Washington State, they're going to take on, again, U of O off-stream in about half an hour. So we'll see if they're able to go 3-1 through non-conference play. But that being said, that is all we got for this stream. We are going to be back live in an hour. That's going to be me and Nation for the conference call after dark. That's the official CCS podcast that we'll be back in. So again, we'll be back live in an hour. We are going to end right here for now. That being said, 2 great matches. We were supposed to have 3, didn't quite get there, but it was fun to see. Rutgers versus Quinnipiac was a fun game 5, and then seeing UNT get a big win and stay undefeated so far over Washington State was fun as well. That being said, GG's all around. We'll see you guys a bit later in just an hour for the conference call after dark.